Hi everyone, hope you're having a great day. It's Phil from the creator and owner of Music for Mental Health. How are we? Thanks for coming back. Thanks for taking part in my journey. I'm really enjoying being part of your journey. Right, what have we covered up to now? Well, we've got you back on your feet, out your 5-day jogging bottoms and t-shirts. You've had a shave. By now, I hope you've ventured downstairs for a cup of tea. Maybe had some porridge, a couple of poached eggs, put a bit of structure into your life. That's an achievement. That's a positive thing. You might think it's trivial. Other people might think it's trivial. It's none of their business. This is your journey, your process to put yourself back together. Hopefully, at this point, some of you have took that big first step, and it isn't an easy one, to open the front door and walk out into the real world. I hope some of you took my suggestion to go for a little walk around the park. The weather has been beautiful. Get as much sunlight as you possibly can, but be safe, make sure you wear sunscreen, hats, sunglasses, that kind of thing. If you've interacted with people, excellent. How did it make you feel? Tell me, leave your comments. I'd like to hear that actually. If anyone has gone out and they've spoken to people, even strangers, share your experience, it'll help. So, that's the beginning. What did we look at? We looked at physical well-being, eating well, eating the right types of food at the right time, sleeping well. Again, if you're active during the day, and you're eating well during the day, you'll be tired at night. So it's a cumulative process. One thing affects the other in a positive way. So if we've done those three, and we've now decided that this is the journey that you're going to go on to put yourself back together and rebuild and reset and have a whole new life, if that's what you want, then well done. It's a huge step in your life. For some right now, they're at the very bottom and the darkest of places. But you have to begin somewhere. You have to start the process at the beginning. So what I'm going to do is today I'm going to talk about your life, a little bit about my life, and about step one of putting yourself back together. The good side of it, the bad side of it, the honest side of it, that it's time to stop lying to yourself side of it, which is difficult. Sometimes self-reflection is one of the most difficult things you'll ever go through. But hopefully, with my shared experience, and I've spoken to other people in relation to mental health, and I'll pass on their shared experiences. So, as you know, I usually open with a song. Today I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but I'm going to change it up. So I thought, we're going to call today step one. We've done day one in relation to putting yourself back together physically, getting yourself back into the world, establishing that you're the most important thing. So we're going to call this step one. Look, I'm no guru. Let me just explain to you how this channel came about. It was basically a chronological or a history of me learning the guitar. It was never set up in relation to mental health. Then something happened in my own life with a friend that I lost through suicide. And it haunts me to this day. So as I was learning the guitar, I had some nice comments from people and a few views, not many. I have no aspirations to be a rock star. I decided, well, if I could talk about something that was really important at the moment, and it is quite prevalent, and there don't seem to be a lot of people talking about mental health, especially with men's mental health. I thought, why not? If it reaches one person hears the message, and they're with me tomorrow, and the day after, and that one person, it tells another person who might need to be told that they're important, and that they matter. And another person, you can see the way of my thinking, it's exponential. And not just through things like mental health, just being nice to each other on a daily basis. Just be nice, say positive things, use social media for nice things, share nice things. Cat pictures and gifs and memes, they're killing me at the moment. So, right, so yeah, we're going to talk today about step one. What worked for me, what my experiences were, and hopefully you can gain something from that. What I am going to do today is I usually play music via YouTube, where I've got the music up on screen. As I said, I'm a beginner guitarist. But what I'm going to do today is something completely different. So I've got no music on the screen. I've picked 3 tracks. I'm going to freestyle. There you go. I'm gonna play stuff that is just in my head. I haven't got anything written down. There's no music, so I'm going to listen to the music. I'm going to try and play the guitar along with it. Might be rubbish. Might be good. Don't know. But I'm going to give it a go. And that's what it's all about. So, giving it a go. A positive mental attitude. Positive mental attitude. What's he talking about? I'll tell you what I'm talking about. If you get up in the morning and think you're going to have a bad day, I promise you 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a bad day. It's premeditated. It's in your brain. And you'll be looking at things. But if you get up in a good mood, then 9 times out of 10, well, not always the case, things happen obviously, but on a lot of occasions you'll have a good day if you've got that positive mental attitude. It's a change in the way that you're thinking. So right now, for those who are at the darkest of times and you feel like life can't go on and it's utter despair and nobody wants them, nobody loves them, nobody needs them, feel worthless. I've been there. I've considered taking my own life on several occasions. Luckily, I had friends around me that I spoke to. I had medical services in my local area. After that crisis team came out and looked after me. I had other agencies in relation to issues that I developed during my mental health issues in relation to drugs and alcohol. But it was close. It was bleak, it was dark, it was close. I couldn't see any other way out. I didn't think the world wanted me or needed me. I didn't feel like I contributed any kind of value to the world. I felt like I was in the way. I felt like I didn't matter. I felt like all the things that I did, whether I tried to do good things for people, I didn't feel like there was any value to them. And over a period of time, that can be incredibly detrimental to you as a human being. You get to a situation where you give up trying. And over a longer period of time, you get to a situation where you give up on yourself. What's the point? I can't go on. And it might be a flippant comment when you first say it. But after you've said it to yourself for a couple of months, I've had enough, I can't go on, I've had enough, I've had enough. It has an impact. You stop eating properly, you stop sleeping properly, your attitude to life at times becomes quite slovenly. You sleep a lot. I remember I have days in bed, but I just didn't see the point. What's the point? Newsflash. There's the point. You're the point. Now, if you've joined us on our journey, welcome. If this is the first time, please see the videos that have gone before. We'll give you a little bit of insight and depth into the how, what, why, and when. And thanks to anyone who has joined us, by the way. Click like and subscribe. Please share what I'm doing. You mightn't like it. Feel free in the comment section below to pass comments and give your opinion on. Share your experiences. Share what you're going through. I'll always be there. I'll talk to you. I'll promise to anybody now. I promise I will talk to you. I'll respond to your comments. Let's hold each other's hand. That's what I've said at the beginning. So hold my hand through my journey. My name's Phil. I'm the owner and creator of Music for Mental Health. And I'll hold yours. And collectively we'll take ourselves hand in hand through our journeys together. You don't know me, I don't know you, and that's okay. I'm looking forward to getting to know you and sharing your journey. Right, so as I said, unscripted. I've got no music in front of me. I'm just going to make this up as I go along. Because it can be quite scary, can't it? Resetting, and you might have come out of a relationship, a long-term relationship. You might have financial implications from losing your job and you don't know what you're going to do. And it all gets too overwhelming, doesn't it? You can't think about it, you can't process it. It's all just too much. Life's not fair at times. Good people do good things for bad people, and bad people do bad things to good people. It's the way of the world. You can change that. You can change that starting with you. Life really is, again, thank you very much, Mr. Ashcroft and Mother Guy. Life really is a bittersweet symphony. Don't feel limited to singing somebody else's song, even if it's a song that it's someone else's. Make it your version. Make it who you are. Put your emotion and your feeling into it. That's what I'm going to do with these 3 tracks anyway. Thanks very much for coming along today. I'm going to play this one and I'm going to have a little chat about step 1. Enjoy. I hope this doesn't go terribly wrong.
I've got dirt on my Reeboks from staying up all night. I spent my last £10 on this pack of Marlboro Lights. I phoned up Stevie, I said, G, you alright? He said, it's 6 in the morning, brother, get some shut eye. I feel a sense of well-being this time in the morning. Wear my heart out of my hoodie while the city is snoring. Drums falling off the sidewalks, get issued a warning. Distant sirens, they crescendo like a symphony calling. This is the Britain I know, this is the Britain I love. There's poetry inside the city if you listen enough. Working class casualties out on the street sleep rough. While a mother with her baby takes a pram to the pub. And while she's knocking them down, the cost of living goes up. I can't relate to politicians with their head in the mud. I resonate with messy Fridays with my boy smoking bud. We do our bit to numb the struggle. As below, so above. As above, so below. Here in this city we glow. I blow a smoke ring up to heaven and it makes a halo. And then the clock strikes 7. Guess it's time to head home. My companion is the city, so I'm never alone. Stepping in and out of gaps of the pavement cracks. If I go to sleep now, that's an anticlimax. People rise to work and the sun mirrors that. A perfect juxtaposition for those out on the lash. Bear with me, it's beautiful, I think it's irrefutable. There's beauty in the contradicting Britain, indisputable. Junkie in the cubicle, his old spoon is usable. His mother's in a black suit, crying at a funeral. 9 to 5 crucible, this route is not commutable. The kid falls off the tracks, then he serves a stretcher juvenile. Libby's at the dollies, but her disposition's humorful. While Davy's at the bookies and his mates call him delusional Britain. Drinking down and moan about the weather when the sun starts shining. Feel the factor 10 tremor. Boys will be in it together till the fists start flying like they're Conor McGregor and then he's out. I think he took it too far. I think the boy saw red. I think he hit him too hard. Now he's face down on the pavement with a face full of tar. Mad how small altercations can define who we are. That's my cue. I guess it's time to head home. Bittersweet how my high found its way to below. And I've said it once before, as above so below. Living on the streets of Britain, you just go with the flow. But I'm done. I'm out for the night. As the sun paints the pavements, I'll turn out the light. White noise on the radio to quiet my mind. I always was an overthinker, just the way I'm designed. Britain, drink it down and moan about the weather. When it's all said and done, we'll be in it all together. Boys, we'll be like it forever. It's a bittersweet symphony with birds of a feather. It's a bittersweet symphony that's life. Trying to make ends meet. You're a slave to money, then you die.
Didn't go too bad today. Thanks very much to the excellent Ren for the there you go, Bittersweet Symphony, Richard Ashcroft, the Verve. great remix. If you haven't seen Ren, by the way, go and take a look. REN, loads of stuff on YouTube. He isn't just rap if you think that's what he does. There's a lot more to him as an artist. I highly recommend. And a guy that, funnily enough, was bedridden for several years in relation to his mental health. Interesting story, really interesting story with regards to this guy, background-wise. Was signed by Sony Music as an artist several years ago, and then became really ill, mental health, and went through the whole issues with modern day medicine, antidepressants, and God knows where it's up. Anyway, yeah, Ren, check him out, REN. Outstanding, really good reggae voice if you haven't heard him. Anyway, let's get back to the programme. Step one. All right, step one. I'm going to keep this quite simple. I'm going to do a couple of shorts to go with these videos in relation to these steps. So, step one. It was dark, wasn't it? But we put some structure back in our lives. We're now physically looking after ourselves. So, physical well-being. We're eating well. We're sleeping well. We're rehydrating well. And we're exercising. Now, no one says that this is going to be happening overnight. You'll struggle to do some of these things at times, but just get up and do it again and again and again and again. And it'll become second nature. And you'll feel better. And by feeling better, you'll be able to do more things, which will make you feel better. Move forward with your life now, okay? No going back now. Whatever's happened that's brought you to that darkest place, it's happened. You can't change it. Accept the things that you cannot change. Have the courage to change the things you can. But most important of all, have the wisdom to know the difference. Now, I know that is a religious quotation. It's generally prefaced with Lord or God. I won't discuss religion, by the way. I have my own views. I was brought up as a Roman Catholic. I was an altar boy. I was a choir boy. I went to fortunate enough to go to a private school, which I was taught by Christian brothers, St. Hansard College in Birkenhead on the Wirral. Yeah, religion. For some, it works. For others, it doesn't. Well, anyway, for me, it didn't. It didn't. I do have beliefs, a belief system, but I don't believe in an organised religion, deities, and baptisms, and capital gain. Obviously, there you go. We said I couldn't resist. Right. So, religion works for some. And best of luck to you. I would never discredit your religion, but I'd give my opinion on my own experiences, and it didn't work for me. I have faith in human beings, and that's good enough for me because it's something I can see, it's something I can feel, it's something I can touch. It's very real. So yeah, Ren, great. Back onto your life. So you come down to bed from the bedroom, you're eating again. Hopefully you're out the door. Hopefully you're talking to people again. Maybe that be a reconciliation with a family member, or reaching out to a friend or a stranger to tell them that you're having a dark time and you really could do with someone to listen. And remember, if you've got a friend that's struggling, listen. Be there for them. Being there doesn't mean that you have to overpower them and pass on your opinion like it's a fact. Don't tell them what's good for them. There you go. There's some great advice for you. If you have a friend that's struggling or a family member, don't tell them what's good for them, because that might be what's put them in the place in the first place. So, first and foremost, empathy. Listen to people. Take note of how people change as well. If you're in a social circle and you notice that Jackie hasn't been out for a few weeks, on a usual night out on a Friday or with the girls, or we haven't seen John at football for a few weeks, then he comes in and he's quiet. Take note. It doesn't take any of your time to just a couple of seconds to say to somebody, "Hey, you all right? Everything okay? How are you going?" You don't have to say, "Are you really all right?" Don't overemphasize it, because then that can make people shy away and back away and become more isolated. Just talk to people, be nice, smile, Everything okay? And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, if it's everything okay, it promotes an opportunity for that person to say, do you know what? No. And I don't want to overload you. A lot of people feel guilty for talking to people, especially with regards to mental health. Don't with regards to mental health. And there's the deal with regards to mental health. There's no stigma attached to mental health issues. All right. And it's not an illness, by the way. I don't like that. I don't like an illness. Illness makes me think it's something that is wrong with you. And it's not. Having mental health issues, there's nothing wrong with you. Don't. I overemphasize that. Don't lock yourself away and feel like you're different, that you're the only one that's struggling. You know, there's a lot of people in the world that are struggling. There's a statistic that comes from Mind's big mental health report for 2024. 1 in 4 people in the UK and Wales, so in the UK, okay, 1 in 4 adults this year, note the time frame, this year will suffer a serious mental health issue. 1 in 4. If you've been to Asda or Tesco's or Lidl or other good supermarkets out there on the market, and you stood in a queue this morning of 5 or 6 people, it's more than likely that 1 or 2 of those people during this year will have a serious mental health issue. So a lot of that is people don't talk to each other. They don't reach out. They let things build up. And over a period of time, that can become detrimental. You let yourself go, you stop eating, you stop sleeping well, problems pile up, relationship, work, finance, all of which can be exacerbated by things like reaching for drink or drugs to try and alleviate the stress and the depression and the pain. Because it's painful, isn't it, mental health issues? It's painful. It can promote a physical response. I'm going to touch on things like that about mental health, about how it can affect you physically. Did you know, again, I'm only quoting some of the statistics that I learned off the top of my head from the Mind's Big Mental Health Report for 2024. Did you know that a person, an adult who suffers a serious mental health issue in their life, on average is likely to die 15 to 20 years younger? I didn't know that until I learned that. 15 to 20 years younger. Now, I don't know about you, but it's time to make a change, isn't it? It's time to move forward. If you're having problems at the moment, and even if things are at the worst, they can't get any worse. Onwards and upwards. Your success will only be gauged by how high you bounce once you hit the bottom. Right, so I'm going to line this next track up. As I said, I'm going to play these 3 tracks. Freestyle them. They might be rubbish. I don't know what you think of the first one. Leave your comments. As I said, take a look at Glen. He's great. Let's see what we can play. I came across this guy recently. Glen Hansard. This song's called Bird of Sorrow. God, it sounds doom and gloom, doesn't it? It's a lovely song, so I'm going to give it a go at playing it. When I come back, we'll have a little talk about what you do in step 1. What's the process now that leads me to step 2? Remember, it's all about going forward. We're going to do little steps to begin with. So, we've established what we need to do from the previous video. So, eat well, sleep well, hydrate well, exercise, social interaction. Get yourself back in the real world. Don't rush it. It's going to take time. And that time can't be... I can't tell you how long it's going to take. It might take some people a couple of days. It might take some people a couple of months. But as long as you keep moving forward. Right, so yeah, this is Glen Hansard, Bird of Sorrow. It's a live performance, a godly performance at Dublin. It's on YouTube. I'll leave it. I like this song because he talks about life and it being painful and how it's a progression of and a journey. So step 1, as was day 1, is the start. It's the reset. Each morning that you get up and the sun's shining or it's raining, the rain's knocking against the window or the wind's howling like a banshee, don't feel that that's a bad thing. Because each day that you get up, it gives you an opportunity to change your life, to enrich it, to make things better. So let's play this song, eh? Again, my name's Phil. I'm the owner and creator of Music for Mental Health. Click like and subscribe. It's good to be on your journey, and thanks very much for holding my hand. Right, here we go. Hope you enjoy this.
Even if the day feels too long and you feel like you can't wait another one, and you're surely giving up on everything, love is gonna find you again. Love is gonna find you. You better be ready. Yeah, you've been kneeling in the dark for far too long. You've been praying for that spark, but it hasn't come. Yeah, but I'm calling to you, please. You don't. Love is gonna find you again. Love is gonna find you. Just be ready then. It's headed to a bird of song, a voice that's buried in the hollow. You've given over to self-deceiving. You're prostrate now, but not believing. You've squandered more than you could borrow. You bet your joys on our tomorrow for the hope of some returning while everything around you's burning. Come on, we gotta get out of this mess we've made. And still for all our talking, can we ever say it straight? Or will we leave this up to chance like we do everything? A good heart will find you again. A good heart's gonna find you. You better be ready then. You're tethered to a bird of song, a voice that's buried in the hollow. You've given over to self-deceiving. You're prostrate bound but not believing. You've squandered more than you could borrow. You bet your joys on our tomorrows for the hope of some returning while everything around you's burning. But I'm not leaving you here. I'm not leaving you here. I'm not leaving you. What's going on? Oh, I'm with the faithful.
Brilliant track. I'll put a link to that track. Glen Hansard, Birth of Sorrow. The lyrics are amazing. Amazing. One thing I love about music is it's such a story, but it's subjective music. It's one of the very few mediums where every single person who listens to a song or reads the lyrics will have a different interpretation. What I find about music, and I don't know if this is how other people find it. One beautiful thing that I find about music is you can assign a track. Everybody remembers that, a moment in their life that I like to think of a moment in my life where, and I remember a piece of music. So I remember Fair Slow Dance as a kid, Careless Whisper, Real on Holiday. I was probably about 11, 10, something like that. But I remember it. Marriage songs, walking down the aisle, that kind of thing. Also, our first dance songs, these are important. People. Music's a beautiful thing. It can stir every emotion. If you're not a big music listener, I don't think that that's the only thing. Music, it's important to me. That's what my statement was. But music. If you don't listen to a lot of music, I'd give it a go. You never know what your cup of tea is. It could be classical. It could be grunge, rap, hip hop, gangster rap. Bit of old school soul, R&B, who knows? Won't know until you find out. You're on YouTube now, massive section. Right, so step one, moving forward. So you've made a decision. That's the important thing. You've decided that I've had enough. I can't go on. Things couldn't be any more bleak. And I'm having a recess and I'm going to start it again. Well, good for you. You should be proud of yourself. I am. Still holding your hand, you're still holding mine. We're all still here, we're all still talking. Keep talking, everybody. Keep talking. Right. In the next video, I'm going to go into step 2, which I'm going to concentrate on. I'm going to do step 2, step 3, and step 4, and also I'm going to split them. I'm going to put a little bit more detail into physical well-being, mental well-being. So the next one, step 2, is going to be physical well-being. So we're going to start with nutrition and hydration. So that's going to be the next step. Please come back and have a look. Even if you don't think you've got mental health, you might learn something about nutrition. Again, I'm no expert. This is not scripted in any kind of way. It's just my opinion. If you disagree or you do agree, leave a comment, like and subscribe. So I'm going to finish with one more track. As I said, these tracks I've just been freestyling. I hope you liked them. I haven't quite enjoyed it, to be honest with you. A few buzzy strings at times, a few mistakes, but nothing's ever perfect. Don't ever think that things in life are perfect, because they're not. Perfection. Oh, he's not religious, but he's going to give me an opinion about perfection. Perfection is something that you strive for, but you will never attain, and that's a good thing, because it moves you forward in life. It's a positive thing, because if perfection was that easy, you can't achieve perfection, because perfection is subjective. It's perception. I can go to the park and see a rose growing. I can see a rainbow. I can hear children laughing. I can see a swan on a lake. I can see the clouds in the sky. I can see people. I said perfection wasn't attainable, but a goal that will enrich mankind if it strives for it. There is an exception. And there's how I want you to look at today, and there's a message that you take from today. Perfection is achieved the moment you were born. At that moment, when you drew in your first breath and you began your journey on this planet, that was a perfection moment. Perfect. I don't know, that's not physically or mentally, or people who are born with disabilities, or I hate that word, disability. Everybody is an individual. Everybody. There is nobody else that has ever walked this planet, or breathed the air, or laughed, or smiled, or sang a song, or played the guitar, or thought, or felt like you. You're unique. You're one of a kind. That makes you special. Think about that. Come back tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to talk about nutrition, hydration, physical well-being. Thanks very much for listening. It's part of my journey to do this. I'm getting a lot of it. I hope you're getting something out of it. If you've got any suggestions, please feel free to leave in the comment section. Like and subscribe. My name's Phil. I'm the owner and creator of Music for Mental Health. I'm going to leave you with a track now, and it's by one of my all-time heroes and his daughter, Romany. So I'm a huge Pink Floyd fan. Always have been. I've been fortunate enough to have gone and seen them back in the early 90s at Oscars. Just remarkable. So Mr. Gilmour and Romany have come together as a collaboration. She plays the harp, by the way. David just plays anything he wants. His guitar playing is remarkable. And they produced a track called 2 Points. So again, these are unscripted. I've got no music with regards to these songs. So this is just coming off the top of my head. Might be rubbish. Might be great. Might be mediocre. But I'll be a better person for doing it. My guitar skills will improve. My hearing will improve. For listening to music at the same time of playing. My rhythm and tempo will improve. And I'm talking to you about it. If you get something out of it, that's an improvement in your life, a positive thing. It's a win-win situation. You've got nothing to lose. Except the most important thing in the world. You. Thanks for listening, guys. Come back tomorrow. We're going to talk about food and drink. Sounds like a cookery program. Right. Enjoy. This is Between 2 Points. And again, it talks about life. I'll leave the link below for the track. It talks about life and heads and pain. It's not miserable. None of these tracks are miserable. But they are. Melancholy would be a word. They're things to think about. And beginning last journey, you're going to have a lot to think about. And that's a good thing. You'll learn about yourself and might learn about me and learn about other people during the journey. Right, enjoy. I've waffled enough. See you tomorrow, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe. I'm Phil, owner and creator of Music for Mental Health. Thanks for being on my journey. And thanks for letting me in on yours. Right, here we go. Romany and David Gilmour, Between 2 Points.
Stopped hoping tonight.
Thanks a lot, guys. See you all tomorrow. Have a great day.